Welcome to Toy Polloi.
Hello and welcome to Toy Polloi. Today is the 17th of February and I'm at the Exeter Westpoint Toy Fair. Now this is not a toy fair I go to particularly often because it's about an hour and a half's drive from where I live, but I went about the same time last year and so I'm going again. I have no real sort of recollection of what I picked up last time. I don't think it was particularly amazing, but we'll just go and see what we can find today. Right, well, I'm back in the car. I've had a good old rummage around and I've met quite a few people as well who obviously watch Toy Polloi and have said hello to me, so that was really nice. And I've also managed to pick up quite a few good bits. So let's head on back to Toy Polloi and I'll show you what I found. So I'm now back at Toy Polloi and we can take a look at the things that I managed to pick up today. There were quite a few rummage bins, and I always do like having a good sort of search around, and I managed to pick up a couple of figures that I couldn't remember if I had, but also, you know, what sort of quality the figures I had. So I picked up a vintage Mego Spock. This is from the motion picture, because I wasn't sure if I had him. It does turn out that I do have him, but this is in much better condition than the one I have, and I only paid £2 for him. So this is going to go in my collection, and the other one can go as a trade at some point. So as you can see, it's pretty reasonable condition. Only a few little paint rubs on him, not really anything much to sort of worry about. So that's a really nice figure. I also picked up the Fisher-Price Adventure People female astronaut. Now I do already have this one. There's two versions of this. There's one with brown hair and one with blonde hair. But again, this is actually much better condition than the one I have. So quite often when I'm collecting Fisher-Price Adventure People, I will pick them up and just sort of swap out my collections until I get sort of nicer ones, because every one of these figures is very played with, so you don't often get a nice sort of minty condition one, but this is a little bit better than the one I have. It actually has the symbols on its arm, whereas the other one I have, I think it's completely rubbed off. I paid £1 for that, so absolute bargain. And then from Lawrence at Toy Planet UK, a guy that I regularly buy stuff off, he had this Wampa, and I paid £7 for this. It's actually relatively white. Quite often the Wampas are very yellow. It has the standard problem of loose arms. You can see the elastic has started to sort of give way on this, but they actually still hold in place reasonably well. So I'm just going to sort of modify this, and I've got a video already, so if you need to fix your Wampa arms, then go and check that out, and I'll show you exactly how that needs to be done to fix it. So those were the first sort of little items. Now we can move on to some of the other stuff I picked up. Now very kindly, before I sort of got to the Toy Fair, Rob Bartlett, who is a long time subscriber of Toy Polloi, had got in touch with me saying that he'd got some bits and he was having a stall there and he would put them by for me. Now I didn't really know what they were, but he said they were things that I would enjoy, and I have to say everything he gave me looks amazing. So let me move in the first pile of stuff that he gave me, which is this. It is a massive pile of broken Emperor's Royal Guards. Now I don't know quite where he'd got these from. I think he's just been collecting them for a long time, and every single one of them is broken or damaged, and I think he'd started to sort of remake the capes for them, and then sort of got a bit bored and thought I would enjoy them. And I have to say, this does look like a really lovely pile of figures, and I will thoroughly enjoy fixing them up. As you can see, there's lots of them. Some without heads. I think there's quite a few without heads. A lot don't have the capes. I think, you know, pretty much everyone is missing bits of cape. There are some loose capes. I think that one actually does look like a complete one. And these are the ones that Rob has started sort of making new capes for. So you can see he's used the pattern that you can get off my website and the felt to make new ones. So this is going to be quite a sort of long process for me, but something I will thoroughly enjoy, because it's just quite relaxing fixing figures like that. So a massive thank you to Rob for giving this whole pile of stuff to me. Also want to say hi to Andy, who was also on his stall at the time. So can I move those out of the way? And Rob also gave me this bag of bits, which is a whole bag of broken up speeder bikes. Now speeder bikes are something I do want to sort of fix in the future, and I'm just sort of slowly collecting up parts for them. So as you can see here, there is quite a few bits. I don't think there's any complete ones here, but there's quite a few sort of useful parts, a couple of handlebars there. So there's another sort of pile of stuff. And then he also gave me lots of little baggies of bits and bobs that he just happened to have lying around that he didn't sort of seem to want to sell to anyone else. So got some weapons there, some backpacks, there is a bulb and the front sticker for an AT-AT, and then some other weapons. So I do want to say an absolute massive thank you to Rob. It's very kind of him to sort of give all this stuff to me, because it's going to make some fun projects in the future. So there you go, that's the sort of bits I picked up today. There was other stuff there, some very nice items, but really my collection is sort of reaching a point where I don't actually need that many pieces, so I'm not always on the hunt for broken things, because I think they make for much more fun things to do, and I just enjoy fixing up toys more than just buying things that are already sort of mint and can be displayed. So there was a lot of stuff there. I do want to say a big hello to everybody who sort of stopped and said hi to me. It's always nice to meet people who watch Toy Polloi, and it's a toy fair I think I will be going back to again next year. It's a bit of a drive for me, so I don't tend to go that often, but once a year seems to be quite a good sort of outing, and I always seem to have fun there and pick up a few nice bits. So I hope this video has been of interest to you, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Toy Polloi. Subscribe for more great videos. You can also follow Toy Polloi on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.